Hi everyone, it's Frank Garcia here at Scrapbook.com. And in the last lesson, we went ahead and talked a little bit about our mediums. So we went ahead and talked about crackle paste, we went ahead and adhered our paper, and we went ahead and used a stencil to create a really beautiful pattern. So now in this lesson, we're going to talk about texture paste. Now in this lesson, this medium is a really big part of it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the different texture that you can create with texture paste. Now we're using white sand, which is a little bit of a different medium than the platinum crackle. Now what white sand has, it has a little bit of a white grain in it. So when you actually spread it into your project, you're going to see that it's going to be a little grainy, it's going to make a little bit of sound, and that's okay because it has sand in it. Now this is a really cool way to use this product. I just went ahead and take it, and I went ahead and just kind of scraped it on. Now if you hear the sound it makes, you could kind of see it has a little bit of sand in there. So now I'm going to make little splotches of it everywhere. Now when this dries, it actually dries almost clear. It's white, but it's almost clear. And I'm going to go ahead and just add it kind of randomly in different spots of my project just to add a little bit of texture. And now you'll notice that I'm not really worried about where I'm putting it, how much of it I'm putting on. I am just trying to keep it a little bit flat so it's not too thick. Okay. Now you could also create a pattern with this. So if you wanted to use it with a stencil, you could do that as well. If you wanted to create peaks, you can actually do that because it's thick enough to kind of hold its shape, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid this middle area because this is where our picture is going to go. So I don't want to really put a lot of stuff in there, but I am going to put a little bit here. Now, what else can you do with this medium? You can actually color it. So if you wanted to add a little bit of artisan powder, you can kind of mix it in, create your own custom paste. If you wanted to go ahead and use it with another medium, you can mix it with gesso, you can mix it with gel, for example, and create your own custom combination. So there's really no rules as to how or what way you can use this medium. It's really up to you. It's a really fun way to use it. I'm going to add something down here as well. And you'll notice this one's going directly into the wood, and that's okay because I kind of want a little bit of that texture in there. I'm going to add a little bit here, and I'm trying to avoid the stenciled part because that's really what we did in the last lesson. But if you see, I'm overlapping a little bit of it in there, and that's okay. Just kind of adds a little bit more interest to the piece. And I'm going to add a little bit here. And a lot of people don't like covering the pattern, but that's okay. The pattern serves as a nice little background, a backdrop to our project. So it's really all the stuff you're going to do on top that's going to add that really cool look to it. So it's going to bring it all together. I'm going to add a little bit more up here in the corner. Now you can definitely let this dry on its own, or you can use a heat tool if you want to. If you use a heat tool, it's going to bubble up a little bit, but you just kind of move it away as you're drying, and then you can just keep going with letting it dry on its own if you want. So I'm going to keep on adding a little bit of this, and I'm going to go ahead and dry it here in a bit, and I'll catch you guys once it's done drying. So we went ahead and let this dry. You can see a little bit of the crackling has happened on the board. Our mediums are kind of nice and dry. We're just letting it cool off. So in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to start your assemblage down at the bottom with seashells, a little bit of gesso, a little bit of the mediums to kind of bring it all together and start our assemblage piece. So then later on, we can add our paints and our other glitters and all pretty things. So I'm going to show you that in the next lesson. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happiness is life handmade.